Welcome back to Heavenly Dreams Dairy Goats. I am Jamie, for those that don't know, that might be new here. I've actually went outside and I picked all of our garden goods that I have that I really can't do a whole lot with right now. So I'm going to make a garden spaghetti sauce. So I've got everything, like I said, that I really didn't know what to do with. So there's some squash in there, yellow neck crooked squash, there's a zucchini in there, there's 8 of our homegrown onions, there's sage in there that I grew, rosemary that I grew, that's what the leaves are, there's Amish paste tomatoes, there's yellow boys in there, there's some beef masters in there, and there's some cherry tomatoes in there. I put some green peppers in there, I put some banana peppers in there, and there's 1 chili in there. And then I am slow cooking this to try to bring it all down, and then I will mix it together to have like a chunky type. I did put some smoke in there, so it's got kind of like a smoky smell to it right now, but it smells delicious. I can smell the basil, I can smell the rosemary. I did put our own rosemary in there, Italian seasoning, which I just put that in there. And the only thing I did not have was the garlic, which I put garlic powder in it, quite a bit actually, and threw some salt in it, and then we'll taste it once it's cooled down and done. But this is going to take a few hours, so it's just recommending you that you stir a little bit. Now, I didn't follow any recipe. This is just me throwing stuff together, and I'm probably going to end up freezing this in some freezer bags, but I probably will end up using some of it tomorrow in our spaghetti that I'm probably going to make. So definitely got, man, I wish you guys can smell it. It smells delicious. I'm going to put the lid back on here. I'm going to let that kind of turn it down just a little more. You want it on a low medium heat. So I'm going to turn it down to about a 4, which is about right there. It helps if about right there. So that's right where it's at. I'm going to let this simmer down and thicken up, hopefully, and come back to you guys. It's the next day. It's actually the 16th. Yeah. My eyes today are doing something really weird, where above my eyes on both sides like this, I can see yellow, a very bright yellow looking honeycomb like looks on them on both sides. I'm not sure what that's from, but I am struggling a little bit to be able to see. And like I've been explaining this for a few years now, that my eyesight has been doing weird things, and that's because of my rheumatoid arthritis that I have. So when your rheumatoid is not treated, which I was supposed to have been being treated and prevented from any more damage, the rheumatoid will start attacking other organs, and those other organs happen to be my eyes. So since 2019, no, 2018, I think it was either 18 or 19, I don't remember when, but that's when my eyesight started to really go downhill, and I've been struggling with that since. But I'm very grateful for the eyesight that I have, and I'm very grateful that God still's given me this chance to be able to see what I can see, especially here on the farm. And that's all I really need to know and do for right now. So Miss Ruby last night, my New Zealand California cross doe who's bred to my New Zealand broken buck Darius, she did Kendall last night about 7 o'clock. I came out, I think it was, and she had them. I think she's got 9 8 or 9, I'm not sure. But today I thought I would come out and maybe pull the boxes and actually sit and look at each individual baby, since they are roughly 24 hours old, or a day old if you want to look at that. Holy cow, Jules. That was Jules yelling. They've already been, or I can't say they, but Scarlett's already been milked. So I'm going to grab Magnificent's box here. This beautiful little doe who was bred to Samson, and I'm going to try to video and we're going to try to see every little baby that she has. So I think she had 8, but we're going to make sure, and then we're going to go to Miss Pumpkin, and then we'll go to Miss Ruby. So stay tuned. So this is her babies right here. I think I might have to shut her door because I thought I could leave it open, but she keeps, I know it's just because she's a new mom and everything, but I thought maybe we would try to see each and every one so we can see everybody here. Pretty nice and neat. And it looks like we might have some blues possibly, but I'm not for sure. And we got some jumpers here that act like they're a little hungry. Can't tell. I want to say that's probably a blue. Little babies. So we've got one here. Let's see if I can record and keep the babies down there. Here's number 2. This looks like to be another blue. There's 2. Here's 3. And that looks to be a blue also. 4. 5. They look like they're all about the same color. 5. Here's 6. Here's 7. 7. And then there's one more right here. It's a littler one. That would be 8. It's a little sleepy head. I dropped it down there, but right there it is. So we'll put them all back. So she's got 8. That looks to be all the same color. And they've got nice little bellies on them. And they're very warm, which is nice to see too. So we got, I mean, I think these might be blue or they might be black. I'm not sure, but I mean, her sire was black. I'm just trying to put some of the hair back down there, but she's still got 8 healthy babies, so that's good to see. Magnificent. She's a good mama for first time mama. She was born in February of this year, so she's doing a fantastic job. So let's get Pumpkin's babies out here. She had the biggest litter so far that I've noticed. Got 8 so far with the first one. Hi, Pumpkin. You gonna let me see your babies? Yes, Mama? She's a very sweet girl. This is a Darius daughter. Yeah, can I see your babies? Can we see them? I'm gonna take your box out, okay? These new mamas, they're not sure why I'm taking boxes out and whatnot, but once they get more learning, and she was born in January of this year. Same with her littermate sister that's down there with her 3-week-old babies. But, oh, she's got a lot of hair in here. Holy cow. That's because I think she's got babies right here. Oh, yeah, She's got babies in 2 different spots because she's got babies back there. And then she's got babies right here, which they are bouncing. So, flies are bugging me. So we're going to see. We're just going to count, see how many she's got. Now, she was bred to Champ, my red buck. So that looks like that's probably a white one. There's 2. Here's another one. There's 3. Here's a little one. And this is a broken one. A red. It's definitely a red. There's 3, and that's a smaller one. So 2, 3. Here's one. This is a number 4. I'm not sure what color that is. I think that's a broken one. Here'd be 5. Just another broken. Looks to be maybe a red. 6. Is this a broken one? Yep, it's got a little bit on there. 7. Holy gosh, there's a ton of them. Here's another one. There's 8. 9. 10. There's 11. She's got 11. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. This is pretty. There's 6. 7. That's a smaller one. 8. 9. 10. 11. There's a few in here, but man, she's got 11. And they're all like pretty, they act like they're hungry. Of course, you know, when you put like this, they're bouncing up, but their bellies are nice and fat. And you can see that they're eating. If I can get the hair off of them, you see the bellies. The bellies look nice, so I know that they're getting fed. It's just there's a lot of them in there. Whew. Girl, you did a fantastic job. So did Daddy there, Mr. Champ. I'll have to wait for another week or so when they start getting a little bigger, and then we can really tell some colors when it comes to it. So she's got 11, bred to Champ. Magnificent's got 8, bred to Samson, and then we got Miss Ruby there, who we're going to check out, see how many she's got. I think she had, it was either 8 or 9. I thought she had 9 or 10, but she's actually got 11, so she could have actually a little more too. But with that being said, we will see hers and see how she's doing. These ones are still bouncing around in there. Whew. Okay. Whoa, what's going on? You gonna go in there and see them? Make sure everybody's okay? She's like, nah, I'm okay. I see you were okay. I know you were okay. And I was thinking about taking down or adding 2 of these cages together, but I'd have to put her over here on this cage. And I was going to put them together and see how I could attach them and get them together and whatnot. And then I was probably going to take one of my mamas, like right here, that got babies, and put her inside one of those. make me some legs and everything and start doing this, but I need more cages. That's something else that I should be trying to do too here, but we'll go from here and we'll check Miss Ruby's. I really like this doe. She's sweet, and I plan on keeping, if she's got a broken one anyways, and it comes out to be a doe, I'll probably end up keeping it so I can keep her bloodline going too. There's something on my phone. Got the babies in here. They're in there somewhere. Let's turn the light on. Maybe that, oh yeah, that helps out. Okay. So she's really got them squished down in the back of this. Over in this corner maybe. Oh, they're over in this and then underneath this corner. So she's got quite a few in here. Maybe when I found her, she was still like, you can see them right there. And there looks like there might be a broken. We do got some solid whites, it looks like. So, man, here's one. And this one looks to be just a white possibly. I don't think it's got any other color on it, just white. Here's a pink, another pink one. Two. There's another one. There's three. Here's a smaller one. There's four. These look like they're going to be all white, or they could look like her too, like a California kind of look. There's 5. Yep, 4, 5. And a black one. That's 6. Six. This one's a smaller one. There's 7. I think there was one more. Let's see what this one is. It's just another white one. She's got one black. That's it. So what was that, 8? I'll put them back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So she had 8. I think what I would do is possibly keep that black one if that one ends up being a girl. So I could keep one from her because she's just a fantastic mom. She's not growly at all. She is a great mother. She normally has pretty big litters. This is the size of the litter that she had her very first litter. She had 8 then too. Biggest litter she's had is 13. That was her last litter she had, which a couple did die, but yeah. This is a nice little tutorial, I guess, of baby bunnies that were born on the 15th of August. Today is the 16th, so we've got a total of what, 11 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22 to 3 to 45 to 67, 27 new baby bunnies born. And like I said, Miss Honey did not kindle, and she's definitely not pregnant. And then she's bred back. I have 5 does that's actually due for next month if they all take. But we'll see who ends up actually showing bellies and who ends up having babies. There's this little crew in there, Mama. This was a Darius batch too. Now you see how many whites he threw. So there could be a possibility, and he threw one broken, who's with my blue mama, which I'm thinking, goodness sakes, this is always leaking, and I don't know why. Sometimes I have to just do that because this thing gets full of water in here, and then it starts leaking down into this box. And I'm not sure why it does that. I think she gets some stuff stuck up there. Okay, hang on a second. We're going to finish going through the rabbit barn here, but I want to move my chair out of the way. So, yeah, these are Darius' little babies here, and he likes to throw white solid ones, obviously, right here. That's a daughter out of Darius, and she is white, who is out of this mama, which was a blue. So, and these two are litter mates, full sisters, so I should assume that, you know, hey, I probably would have ended up with some whites. But, yeah, 5 whites, 1 broken. That looks similar to Daddy Boy there. Maybe it'll be a daughter, I don't know. But she's scheduled to be bred next month, right along with Miss Holly up here. She's going to be bred next month too, this little girl. And then I'll probably end up breeding these 2 mamas with those 2 inexperienced mamas just in case. But then we have this batch down here, which were Eli's babies. So these are for sure blues because Mama is blue and Daddy is a broken blue. And there is a pretty little blue right there, solid blue. And there's some blues right here that are pretty. So obviously a doe out of here is going to be kept out of a broken blue. And then I want to keep a broken orange out of this litter, a buck, and possibly a doe if I get it. And then, and then we got Hannah over here, which is Pumpkin's full sister, which is, this is their mother, Holly, and she was bred yesterday. No, the day before. On the 14th, she was bred. And she was bred to Eli, so hopefully she will have some broken blues with him. And then I'll, of course, keep one. I like to keep 1 to 2 does per litter, depending on how nice the litter is. She was bred yesterday to Eli again. And then all the babies. This is Pumpkin's full sister, which is a Darius baby. Here's some babies right here. Hello. Oh, did I wake you? Did I? They have some beautiful patterns, like very, very nice babies. I mean, look at that. Hello. You're just a little curious thing, aren't you? Yes, you are. You're just a little curious thing. I love the way that their faces look. Look at that pattern on its back. Very, very nice. And then we got some of these over there. We're hanging out with Mama. We got some solid blacks. I think she has 2 or 3 solid blacks, but I'm not for sure. That's one right there. Oh, they're not used to me petting them at all. And This one's like, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. These are Samson's babies. They should be blue, but they're not. And that's okay. And got the black. I think she's got another black one over there. She had 8. She's taken care of all 8. Or 6. No, she had 8. Everybody else had. She had 6 and she had 5. So I had 5, 6, and 8 that were born almost 4 weeks ago. These babies are, what's today? The 16th. So they will be 4 weeks old on the 28th and the 29th. But yeah, they are doing great. They're eating hay, drinking water, I can see, plus still trying to nurse off a mom. You can see that baby knows where to go for its water drinking. It does know. Get down a little lower, look. Right here, little guy. Or girl. There you go. There you are. That's a good little bunny right here. There you go. But yep, everybody's drinking. I haven't really seen anybody eating pellets, but I'm having to fill these up every day. And this is the thing, like I keep my mamas that have babies on them full of pellets. And then I make sure that they have plenty of hay. And then my feed outs, which are like my ones out there, they get all the hay and grain they can eat. And then when mamas are pregnant, I try to give them as much as hay as they can eat. And then 2 to 3 cups per day, depending on the doe, because each doe eats differently. Now, she was bred to Samson. So we're going to hope for some blues. Oh, Bella. Her name is Belle, not Bella. But she is a Darius daughter too. And she did not take on her first try. So we're going to try her again. And she's out of Princess, which is my black New Zealand doe. But yeah, I can say that Darius daughters definitely, my Darius offspring that I keep, they grow so fast. I mean, she's probably, I gotta say, when she was born, 1, so she's another one that was born in January. So she's like 8 months old, close to it. And she's definitely bigger than her mom. Because I'll show you who her mom is. And she's almost bigger than her mom, which is right here. And then Bella's mom's right here. She was bred on the 14th too. And she was bred back to Champ, the orange buck. And then Bluebell here, she was bred to Samson on the 14th for some solid blue babies. And this is Princess's full sister right here, which is another black. And then this doe is a blue doe right here. Begonia. And she's orchid. And then blue diamond. But yeah, that is everything that's going on right now with the rabbit tree. The ones that are out here, I'm not for sure. I thought about keeping this one if it ends up being, no, this one right here. If this one ends up being a doe, but I'm thinking I already got a doe from her. I would like to keep a solid blue from the same mama, so, and so far she's taken 4 tries to have babies. She was just too big, and I had to put her on a diet because she kept smushing them. She wasn't killing them on purpose, because she was taking care of them. They were fat and everything, but she was just, I think what happens is she gets inside her box and then she gets a little lazy and then ends up laying on them and then suffocates them. So with that being said, I have quite a few does out of her. And I've got 2 does out of Honey. This one right here, which was a Samson daughter, and she's a blue. And then this one down here, which is Magnificent. She is a steel, silver tipped steel colored doe. I just think she's beautiful. I really do. And Honey is my only chestnut that I have, or a Gucci, I guess is what you call it, which is the wild rabbit color. That is her right there. And like I said, she didn't take the first time I bred her to Eli, so she's back on the blocking chop again, bred back to him. She was being kind of mean to him yesterday after I had left her in there for a while. I put her and this one, Bella, in to be bred. And she was originally bred to Eli, but didn't take. This is still dripping. Oh, it's because Anastasia's drinking it. So that would explain. Okay. I was like, oh no, it's dripping. My husband said that it's not that these are bad, because they're not. It's just they need cleaned out pretty well. So I left all the ones that I thought were bad and leaking. So I'll have extras. I just have to unsnap them from there and clean them out, and then I'll have them for extras. But this batch, the sun is shining. We had a ton of rain yesterday and then thunderstorms this morning till about 9 o'clock or so. But yeah, these few, I've got 3 in here, 3 in there, and 1 in there, and then 1 in there possibly. But these babies are about ready. Definitely almost big enough. I think another week or 2 I'd like to leave them. Just so I can see if they can get a little bigger. But yeah, these are mainly it looks like that's a California, but that's a California New Zealand. That was from my California buck and Miss Princess. A couple of these are hers in here. We had a hard time with heat overheating inside the box, and I lost a bunch of the babies. So that batch, I think there was 3 or what did I have? All 3 of my Californias were bred, and Blue Diamond was bred, and they all 4 kendalled. They all 4 had and Princess. She was one that had them too. All 4 kendalled, 5 kendalled, and then I knew that I wasn't going to keep anybody but babies out of Bluebell if she could keep them, and that was a Darius cross. So I did end up getting, she had 2 that actually made it, and I thought it was a buck and a doe. Zoe definitely is the doe, but yeah, just trying to maintain here, and I feel like these batches that are still, coming through and whatnot, I'm hoping to be able to have a lot more bunnies that can survive now that our weather seems to be a little cooler, but not by much. I mean, it is supposed to be in the high 70s, this coming week after the weekend. And the tree guy did come today, but he says, they're roughly 200 miles from, or 2 hours from us, and having to haul the equipment up here, he said he's just not so sure that he's, really interested in trying to take all the trees down because they're so far away. And if we had a few walnut, he said, then that would have been something that would have been a little more valuable, that would have interested him more. But I'm supposed to find out tonight whether or not he's gonna want to do this or not. But he said he brought his cutter, and his cutter was quite young. But you know, it's just, I mean, if it is what it is and we can't find anybody to want to take all these trees down and use them for pellet wood, then I guess that it will be what it is. But at the same time, I'm hoping that he does give us a price and that they can do it, because that's less work that my husband is going to have to do. And we've already got a ton of work as it is to do here. So, I mean, with that being said, it's just, I don't know. We've got so much going on here and a lot on our plate. Like, we're still waiting on the rocks. I still cannot get a hold of the frickin' place about the excavator, so I don't know what we're doing about that. My husband wants to wait just a little bit longer, and I'm thinking the longer we wait, the more, you know, just everything is going to be taking longer to do because we're still set back on trying to get stuff done. We still got the rocks that still need to be picked up. It's just a lot to go on. And then the mule's in the shop trying to get fixed, and oh goodness, it's just a lot. But thank you everybody for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see everybody tomorrow. Till next time, God bless.